Hi, welcome to my channel, The Divine Storm 369 Tarot and Oracle. Thank you so much for being here and joining me. This is a third-party reading between the Divine Masculine, the Divine Feminine, and the Karmic partner. So please keep that in mind. If you are not in a third-party situation or you are not looking into a third-party situation, this reading probably is not going to resonate with you, but I do have many other readings on my channel. I have playlists as well if you want to go check those out. Information for personal and private readings are always down below each video in the description box below. I do have a sale running right now, and I do realize that the economy is really struggling, so I'm going to keep that sale running for as long as possible. And if you're interested in that, it is down below each video. Okay. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share if you feel inclined to share. Leave a comment down below if the reading has resonated with you, if you appreciate the reading, because that really helps me and the YouTube algorithms as well. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to first pull one card for the mutual energy between the masculine and the feminine energy, and then the masculine and the karmic partner. Please keep in mind, you can resonate with the divine masculine energy or the divine feminine energy, because we are reading energies. We are not reading sex or gender. Okay, so at different times, you might resonate with different energies there. All right, because those energies are fluid. So let's go ahead and take a look now. Spirit, please reveal to me the mutual energy between the divine feminine and the divine masculine. Okay, so we have one card that wanted to come out. And Spirit, please reveal to me the mutual energy between the divine masculine and the karmic partner. So this card is going to be the karmic relationship energy. Okay. Okay. So in the mutual energy between the divine feminine and the divine masculine, we have calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. And I really feel that we have had this card frequently for the twin flame energy recently. So I do think this is a collective energy for the twin flames. Okay, really calling in their twin flame, calling in their person. I do feel a lot of twin flames that are in separation are going to come back into contact, come back into union in some way. I do feel that a lot of twin flames that are no contact at all, no communication, are about to have some communication come in, even if it's after a long period of time. Okay, and I feel this energy I really feel that for the whole summer. Okay, and some for the fall even too. So 2022, I think, is really, like, a lot of people say, oh, this is the year of union. This is the year of union. But if you look at the numbers for 2022, if you do believe in numerology, these numbers are absolutely just outstanding for unions, and especially twin flame union, because we have 2, and then we have 2, right, which is a 6. So 2 is the number of partnerships, and we have that 3 times, which represents the Empress, right, that new beginning energy and divine feminine energy. And then it adds up to the 6, which is the lovers, the twin flames, the union with the lovers, and choices. So this is really a year about twin flame choices, unions, and decisions. Okay, and I really do feel this is a year of union. So I know a lot of you probably are feeling that too. And just, again, the numerology is outstanding for this. I just cannot stress that enough. Okay, so this is not the year to lose hope. This is not the year to give up, okay? We got calling in your soulmate here to clarify that. Okay, so somebody is missing their soulmate, okay, is thinking about their soulmate, is praying, asking the universe, asking spirit, asking God, whatever you believe in. This is a spiritual channel. This is not a religious channel. Okay, so there's no judgment here about any beliefs. I personally like to look at religion not as a whole. I think that one of the issues with religion and, you know, the fighting and the, you know, issues that we always see with religion is that people always look at it as a whole. Whatever religion you are in, that's it. That's the but that's the bottom line. That's the whole. But I tend to look at religions as a part of the whole. So I really see them differently, and I see spirituality as really the whole, and religions as parts or fragments of that whole. And I do think that there is wisdom and there's truth in all different religions across the world. I really do believe that. But there is a lot of contradictions as well. So it's just using your own intuition to find that wisdom and find the lessons. And I think there's something valuable in all of them, right? And I personally resonate with different ones at different times and learn about different ones at different times. You know, especially doing tarot, the cards are very rich in symbolism of different religions. It's not just constrained to one, and different spiritualities as well. And so I do believe that tarot is spiritual, not religious, right? And so there's no judgment over religions because spirituality is kind of covers the whole of it. And so that's the way that I personally like to look at things. But everyone has their own opinion and is entitled to their own opinion, right? So with that being said, let's continue with calling in your soulmate, okay? And the karmic energy, we have keep an open mind here, all right? So I do feel, again, this masculine is with a karmic partner currently. I'm seeing two feminines in the card, one masculine, okay? This masculine, they don't look very amused. They don't look very amused at all. Their legs are crossed towards the feminine here. That's kind of in the background, if you noticed. So the body language, okay, there's not anything being said from this masculine. Their mouth is closed, they're listening intently, but their body language is crossed towards the feminine that's sitting on the bed, okay? While this feminine looks like they are talking, right? They are taking all their attention. They're smiling, they're having fun, they're really enjoying themselves, okay? They're really carrying that conversation, while this masculine does not look amused, and their body language actually says the opposite. Their body language is crossed towards the other feminine in white. I do feel like this is the divine feminine in white in this card. They're both wearing white, okay? So this masculine is with a karmic, but they're thinking about their divine feminine, okay? They are visualizing their feminine, visualizing them coming back together. I feel like while this karmic partner is talking to them, they're thinking about their feminine. Whatever the karmic is saying to this masculine is very far away in their mind, in the distance. It's like background noise in their mind. With calling in your soulmate, there's a feminine who has been practicing with affirmations, saying to themselves every day, I will come into union with my masculine. practicing on having no doubt in their mind about this union. They are gaining spiritual strength in their faith towards the twin flame journey, towards the twin flame union. So they're saying affirmations. They are visualizing their union, what it would be like, what it would feel like, to help bring them together. And this is an exercise. This is a meditation that this feminine in this reading has been practicing to bring their self and their masculine into union. So I do feel there's a distance between the feminine and masculine, but this masculine is picking up those visualizations. They are picking up that energy. This feminine is entering their mind through telepathic communication. Because you are twin flames, you are so connected in the mind, in the emotions, that it is very, very common to pick up on your masculine's emotions, on their thoughts. And this is the telepathy between twin flames. So they are picking up those affirmations. They are picking up those visualizations. And they're thinking to themselves, why can't I stop thinking about my divine feminine right now? That's the effect that it is having on them. I'll definitely say that this karmic partner is someone who, this masculine, I feel like they have like a type, you know, I'm going to put quotations around that. Like they have a certain type that they're used to dating. And this karmic partner fits that mold, that type in some way. And I do feel like this divine feminine is definitely different and not their usual type. So I do feel like there's a certain energy of not knowing what to expect out of the connection, not really knowing how to act with their feminine. I also feel like there's a surprise, that they feel so strongly drawn and attracted to this divine feminine. And they definitely, I feel like they're like the opposite of who this masculine would normally date. I also feel like this, sorry about the wobble. I also feel like this masculine has certain like expectations about feminines that this feminine, the divine feminine, does not follow, does not adhere to those expectations. Like there's something about them that's completely different, and what they want from this masculine is completely different, those expectations, than the people that they're used to dating, that they've been with in the past. So this feminine is very, very different for this masculine and has a different effect on them, a different energy. Okay, so let's go ahead and clarify these cards. I also feel what I'm getting here, there's something about this divine feminine that opens up this masculine's mind in some way. So this divine feminine is a light worker. They are in some way opening up this masculine's mind, expanding their mind, enlightening them in some way about some spiritual truth. And I feel like there's something about the karmic, again, it's like opposite energy. They're very close-minded. There's certain roles and expectations that they expect from this masculine and vice versa. It feels very like almost formal and cordial between them instead of like comfortable and, intimate. It feels more formal and like cordial. I also feel like this masculine, it's like they look right through this karmic. Yeah, it's like they don't listen to a word this karmic says. It's like they look through them. They see right through them, right past them, to these thoughts and visions of their divine feminine that is in their mind, that's in their energy. Yeah, so it's like they are not focusing on this karmic. All right, so let's clarify these cards. And it's like they can't focus, like they cannot focus. They're seeing their feminine. They're seeing images of their union, okay, of coming back together with their feminine. So they definitely cannot focus on this karmic. But I feel like they don't really listen to what this karmic says when they're talking. Like, honestly, I feel like they can't really stand what this karmic says when they're talking. It's like boring to them. It's not interesting. It's closed-minded. And I feel this masculine has recently had their mind opened. Okay? That's what I'm getting. They've had their mind open in some way through the connection with their divine feminine. And so going back into this karmic relationship, everything feels bland and boring and closed-minded, right? So let's go ahead and take a look at calling in your soulmate, the energy between the masculine and the divine feminine. So we have purge in reverse. So again, these are feelings, emotions, visions that they cannot shake, that they cannot let go of. It's like they just come into their mind, into their energy all of a sudden. And they can't shake them. Also, I feel like there's been some time that the masculine and the feminine's been separated, and it's like they have not been able to shake the feminine, purge the feminine from their energy. So they still feel this feminine's energy, their presence with them, around them, even while they're separated. And vice versa, the feminine feels this as well. And it's because you are twin flames and you are astrally connected, spiritually connected all of the time. So even when you're not in physical union, you are still in soul union. You're still in spiritual union. So let's get a card for keep an open mind. The mutual energy between the masculine and the karmic partner. Twin flame, look at that. So yeah, this masculine, they're like, I cannot focus on this karmic, what they're saying to me, their energy. I can only focus on my twin flame. I can only focus on my thoughts of them, okay? My visions of them. And you know, again, their soulmate, their twin flame is so, so different than this karmic. And this masculine is thinking that. They're thinking how different this divine feminine is from the karmic partner. Their usual type, okay? Okay, so yeah, it's like they can't focus. Their twin flame has taken over their energy. All right, let's get a card here for the mutual energy. One more clarifier for the karmic. We got I forgive you. Okay, so there is a lot of anger and tumultuous energy between them. I definitely feel that there's a dark past between them. So they definitely have a history together. They definitely have a past together. And I feel that these things that they've went through together, they have, for the most part, kept secret. Okay. I also think that this masculine, they want forgiveness from their twin flame on some way, on some level. I think spiritually they want forgiveness. They've been asking for forgiveness. And for the divine feminine, you might be getting that message telepathically or astrally that they want forgiveness from you. So let's get a card to clarify the energy between the masculine and the feminine. Look, I have a heart forming here. Do you guys see it? A green heart, which symbolizes the heart chakra. Okay, so there's a lot of tension between the feminine and the masculine. All of these thoughts of each other, and I feel like there's sexual thoughts. There's some astral sex going on here, okay, and there's sexual tension between the two of you. All right, so I also feel like there's something about the sex between the feminine and masculine energies that is fulfilling and satisfying. And I feel like the sex between the karmic and the masculine is no longer satisfying. It's like once they were with their twin flame in a sexual union and a physical union, no other sexual union came close to that. Do you guys hear that sizzle? When I said that, the candle started sizzling. So yeah, no other sexual union, sexual relationship could come close, could hold a candle to the twin flame sexual intimacy. Okay, no one else. And so since the last time they have seen you, feminine, they have had so much sexual energy, sexual tension build up inside of them because they have not been satisfied on a soul level, on an intimate spiritual level, the way they were with you. So it may be a releasing on a physical body level, but there's no release for the soul. Okay, so that tension just builds and builds and builds. Because a twin flame sexual union is not just a release physically. It's a release for the soul, for the spirit. Okay, so that's what we have here. So let's take a look at what is going on in the thoughts and the mind of the feminine. I have a few new decks that we are going to kind of experiment with. All right, so let's see. So let's go ahead and start by pulling the feminine's thoughts towards her masculine. We have the Six of Wands in reverse. So feminine, you've been trying to reach out to them, to connect with them astrally, okay? To connect with them spiritually, to guide them spiritually back to you, again, through affirmations, through visualizations, through faith. With the Six of Wands here, in your mind, you're asking yourself, do you not see me? You're asking your masculine mentally, do you not see me? Do you not hear me? Do you not recognize that I'm calling you? I'm calling to you. You feel like it's not getting through. Okay, but your faith is strong. So you continue the visualizations. You continue those affirmations because your faith is strong. Okay, your belief is strong. You know that it will get through to your masculine. You know that it will help your union one day because you feel that in your spirit. But you wish that you could have some sort of sign from your masculine that they feel you, that they hear you, that they do recognize that you're calling for them. Calling for your union. And so this is your sign. This is your sign, right? Twin flame. That they do hear you. They see you. They feel you. Okay? And they're thinking of you too. So they do recognize you, and they're asking you for your forgiveness. For not having, they're saying, forgive me for having such a closed mind. That's what I'm hearing. Okay? So let's clarify your thoughts towards your person. Yes, contemplation. Look at that. And your thoughts. You're wondering, are you getting my message? Are you telepathically receiving it? Are you mentally receiving it? Okay. So you've been focusing, concentrating so hard to get this message through to them. And they have been on your mind for quite some time. I feel like you've been practicing these visualizations for at least the past 6 weeks is what I'm getting. 6 days to 6 weeks. I'm also getting Leo energy here with the 6 of Wands. Could also be Sagittarius. So how is the divine feminine feeling about her masculine? How is the divine feminine feeling about her masculine, about herself? You definitely don't feel like you've been successful. You're questioning that. You're like, there's no way that I've been successful here. That's what you're thinking. We have the Emperor, Aries energy coming in. Divine masculine energy. Okay. So this masculine is in your heart. They could be in Aries. All right. You feel like you haven't been successful, but that doesn't mean you're going to give up, because this is your twin flame. This is your divine masculine. And so you feel like you're not going to give up on them. You know in your heart there's union at the end of this journey. You feel it. Okay. And so in your heart, you're taking the lead. You are taking charge. Okay, you are doing the work. You are visualizing. You are having faith. You are asking the universe, asking spirit to bring you together. You are calling to your person. You are reaching out to them telepathically. You are sending them messages. You are taking charge in this connection now. Okay. But you just feel it hasn't been successful. And, you know, that's your own thoughts with 6 of Wands in reverse and your thoughts. That is your own mind telling you that you haven't been successful. But with the Emperor, it tells me that you have. So if you listen to your heart is going to tell you. Your person has received the message. Of course they have. Okay? We got Observer. So again, just listen to your heart. Observe. Okay. I also feel like there's some remote viewing energy going on here with Observe, Contemplation, Aries. I feel like feminine, you may be able to remote view or observe your masculine at certain times. Okay, so this could be another gift that you have, is remote viewing. But yeah, Spirit is saying, listen to your heart. Your heart is going to tell you, yes, you have been successful. Do not let your mind take over your intuition. Your mind knows nothing about the intuition. I'll tell you that. In order to really listen to your intuition, you kind of have to shut off the mind. Okay, you have to still your mind and really feel, what is it that you feel in your gut? What is it you feel in your heart? Okay. So what does your soul truly need right now? What does your soul truly need, feminine? We have the Queen of Pentacles. All right, feminine. So we have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy here. I think what your soul really needs is, I think you want to build a home with this person, but what your soul really needs is confidence. What your soul really needs is stability. What your soul really needs is nurturing. Okay. I'm also seeing a mother and father in this reading. So maybe your soul is really wanting you to connect with your mother and father, to reach out to them, especially for those of you who you haven't talked to them in quite some time. So that's just an extra message for someone. But with the Queen of Pentacles, I think your soul is really asking you to have more stability, to have more confidence as well. I think your soul is asking you to value yourself more as well. To value your intuition more. To value that gut feeling, right? Because you're usually right. And I think that you second guess that a lot, but you're usually right when it comes to your own intuition. So we have regret. So I think you have some regret here. Maybe you have some regret that has to do with your mother or your father, is what I'm seeing here. And there's like a need to reach out to them. But I'm also seeing there's some regret in regards to this relationship, especially when you observe them online. I think that this masculine has a tendency, or actually the karmic. I really feel like it's the karmic partner who has full control over this masculine's like online persona, online appearances, social media. I think that looking at their social media for you fills you with regret, fills you with sorrow, sadness. Because I think this karmic puts on a show, puts on an act. They definitely are controlling their social media as well. And I think that's something that you didn't really understand. We'll get more into that as we go. I think you also have regrets from the connection that you would like forgiveness from as well. I think that anytime there is a separation, when some time goes by, there's always some regret. You know, there's always something that you can think of that you wish to be forgiven for. So I think that that's just normal with any relationship, because that's what relationships are about, right? We say things, we do things that we might regret, and then we learn from those mistakes. We learn from that regret, hopefully anyways, and our next relationship is better, or we make our current relationship better through that regret, by not taking that same action, by not repeating the same mistakes. All right, so let's get a card here and clarify this, what this feminine soul really needs right now. Okay, so feminine, I think that your regrets here is that you didn't speak up in the 3D. You didn't express yourself fully. You didn't tell them everything. You didn't tell them fully how you felt. You didn't empty your heart to them. And I think now you wish that you would have. I think you may have been overly focused and driven on commitment, on connection, on stabilizing it, instead of focusing on speaking up from your heart and expressing yourself, how you truly felt. And I think you've been holding that. You've been holding those emotions. You've been holding that expression. Since then, and I think there's times where you are sitting there thinking in contemplation, and you're thinking that you would do anything to express these emotions now. You would do anything to let them know how they made you feel and how you still feel now. So that's one of the reasons why, it's so important to express yourself. It's so important to tell the people that you love them. Even if it feels awkward, even if it feels silly. Because you know what? At the end of the day, you never know what could happen. You never know if it's the last time or opportunity that you have to tell them. So never feel ashamed. And even if, maybe they'll take it the wrong way. Maybe you'll feel awkward. But at least you spoke what was on your heart. It's better than never speaking it. It's better than holding that regret in forever. Because at the end of the day, that is a weight that you'll be carrying forever. All right, so what is the actions that this divine feminine is feeling called to take? Spirit, please reveal to me. Okay, we have the Devil. Okay, so I have to be honest, I haven't really seen this card yet in this deck. So with the Devil here, I think this is being freed from the regret, okay, is what I'm seeing here, being free from that. Also feminine, let me go ahead and fix this. I think that you have a tendency to not really see your value. I feel like you're someone who has worked your way up from nothing. I feel like you are someone, especially with the Queen of Pentacles and the Emperor, who has really taken charge of your own life, and who is you're like a self-made boss is what I'm getting here with the Emperor and Queen of Pentacles. All right. And it's like this connection and this regret that you have that you didn't speak up. I think that it's like you go over it all the time because you are so strong. You are self-made. You are a leader, and you've really always taken charge of your own life, but you didn't speak up when it counted in this connection. You didn't tell this person how you felt. And so you do want, I think you just need to forgive yourself with the Devil here. This is forgiving yourself. Capricorn energy big time, by the way. So this is forgiving yourself, releasing yourself from that regret. I think that also there could be times where you could be dealing with this regret through like overindulgence materially, overindulgence with food, being Taurus energy. So you might have a tendency to deal with that regret in different ways. So Spirit wants you to be conscious of that, okay? And instead of coping with it, putting a Band-Aid on it, you could heal it, okay? You could release that regret. And Spirit's asking you to not be so hard on yourself. All right, let's clarify the Devil. All right, so Spirit is saying don't be so hard on yourself, okay? Because it's not the end for this connection. It really is not the end, okay? And I think that, you're believing that your visualizations aren't working, that your affirmations aren't really working, that it's not having an effect, that you're not getting through to your masculine when actually they are. And you have all of these regrets for not expressing yourself when you feel like you should have. And, because you think it's over. You think that there's no chance to really get that off your chest ever. And Spirit's saying that's not true. So remember to keep that faith, okay? You have faith through the visualizations. You have faith through the affirmations. But you have to put that faith in your heart as well, okay? So let's get another card here. Okay. So feminine, you are being actually, I think, overprotective of yourself sometimes. You have a tendency to really be overprotective and not express yourself and how you're feeling at times. Or maybe you have a tendency to hold back and not express your opinions at times because you're overprotective of yourself. I also feel like you're overprotective of others too around you. And Spirit's like, this doesn't actually protect anyone though. Right? It doesn't actually protect anyone. So I feel like with the Queen of Pentacles, you're very loving, very nurturing, very motherly energy. You're naturally very protective over others. But Spirit's saying by holding back how you really feel, or, what you're really thinking, your opinion about things, that actually can hurt someone more than it can protect someone, okay? So you can be that loving, motherly energy that, brings up whatever it is and steers them in the right direction in a loving way, instead of them, going out there and be putting down for it or attacked for it, like in a not so loving way, right? So that's one way you can actually work on that overprotective kind of sense and energy. But I think you're overprotective over yourself. And that's why you have a tendency to really hold back and expressing your feelings. And then later on, you regret it, is what I'm getting here. So no regrets anymore, feminine. You only live once. So express yourself, express what's on your heart. All right. So let's go ahead and take a look at the masculine's thoughts towards the divine feminine. Wow, we got the Queen of Wands. Okay. So feminine, you are the Queen of Wands to this masculine. You're beautiful. You're passionate. This is a lot of spiritual energy. And, it's like they see you coming to them in spirit. So this could either be in their dreams, and the astral energy and telepathy. They definitely are picking up on your energy. This is sexy, passionate energy, creative energy. You inspire this masculine in a very passionate way. Also, notice how she's holding the wand here. Okay, we were talking about the sexual energy, how it's like they just don't feel spiritually fulfilled. You have unlocked that part of them, to where it didn't really matter before, because they didn't understand that there was actually a spiritual fulfillment, a spiritual release, and a twin flame sexual intimate connection. They didn't understand that until they experienced that. And so now it's like they have no satisfaction, right? You are the only one who can fulfill them, who can satisfy them completely, physically and spiritually, okay? No one does it like you, is what they're saying here, all right? And yeah, that's what they're thinking about. So they are fully connecting with you through telepathy. We have Leo energy here. Could also be Aries and Sagittarius. Let's go ahead and clarify their thoughts towards their feminine. So look at that. We got healing here. So this masculine is trying to heal themselves, heal their thoughts, okay? There's something in their mind and their thoughts they feel like they need to heal. And I think this feminine is giving them inspiration, healing inspiration, sending them healing energy. That's what I'm getting here. So with those affirmations, with those visualizations, feminine, you've been also sending them healing energy to heal their spirit, to heal. I feel for, in some way, it's like to heal them sexually as well, in some way. And so you've been sending that to them, and they have been receiving that. So this is your clarification here. Let's get another card to clarify their thoughts. Okay, so I think that in the relationship with you, this masculine had a tendency to act very challenged by you, or have a tendency to compete with you. And it's because they were not healed. They had so much healing that needed to take place. Okay, so we're going to take a look at that wound that caused them to do that right now, that caused them to act challenged by your love for them, or that you were trying to compete with them in some way. Okay, so I'm seeing that the wound here is, it has to do with them really being a little bit self-absorbed at the time, not being able to take a step back and see your real intentions. Okay. Also, it was their insecurity that was causing them to act challenged, that was causing them to act like you were trying to compete with them, because they don't understand their worth. They don't understand their value. And honestly, I believe this masculine is still trying to find their purpose here on this earth. They don't feel that they have found their purpose, so they feel a little bit lost. And sometimes it's very easy for them to feel small or compare themselves to other people, especially others who feel that they have found purpose on this earth. It has a tendency to make them feel a little bit small next to them. And so their insecurity comes out, and they act challenged. They act competitive towards you. So let's take a look here at the emotions that they feel towards their feminine. 3 of Wands. Look at that. I'm seeing a surfboard. Maybe somebody likes to surf or just really likes the ocean. So the 3 of Wands is going forward, moving forward, stepping into the unknown. By the way, I have Aries energy here. I've got a lot of fire here. Fire everywhere all over this chart. Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising. Okay. This masculine was afraid to step into the unknown. That's always been part of this masculine's problem, hasn't it? That they're afraid to let go of what they've always known, what they've always experienced. This is why they have a type. This is why they've always basically dated the same person in a different form, right? It's like they've had different relationships, but everybody that they've dated essentially is the same person, except for this divine feminine, because they have never allowed themselves to step into the unknown, to experience something new. And so their heart is telling them, hey, masculine, it is time to experience something new. They are realizing that there's something new that they have experienced with their feminine in the past. It was not negative. It was not dark. It unlocked something beautiful within them. It unlocked understanding. And so they realize that stepping into the unknown, this is what their heart is trying to tell them, is actually healing for them on a spiritual level with the Queen of Wands, which is their twin flame. So there's 3 wands here, 3 flames. There's you, there's your masculine, and the 3rd wand is passion, is desire, the desire for something more, the desire to step into the unknown. Okay, and that's exactly what their heart is telling them to do. Step into the unknown. It's healing. It's like jumping into very deep but healing waters. That's what Spirit is asking them to do. And that's why they have a surfboard here. All right, so let's get another card to clarify their emotions towards their feminine. We have 2. We have inner child. Okay, so there's something from childhood that has really affected them. Okay, this masculine's inner child is very, very wounded. Their inner child has told them, do not take risks. Do not do something that you don't know the outcome of it. Always stay in the front yard, right? Never open the gate. Never take a walk outside. Stay in the front yard. You see kids out there you want to go play with? Too bad. You kick your ball over the fence? Too bad. Stay in the front yard. It's safe there. You'll never have to go out into the unknown. You'll never have to step out into an unfamiliar area. This masculine may have been raised with very overprotective parents. Maybe they literally weren't allowed to leave the front yard. But I'm using that as a metaphor, right? Because this masculine has always played it safe. They've dated the same woman a million times in a different form. They've always had the same job. They've always done the same thing. They have never allowed themselves to step outside of those norms. And now it's being offered to them. It's being offered by Spirit. It's being offered by their divine feminine. It's being offered by their own heart. To jump into the unknown, the healing waters of the deep unknown. All Spirit is offering is healing. All you're offering is healing, is love, is passion. But they have to take that step, that dive. So we're going to pull an inner child card. Okay, we're going to take a look at this childhood wounding. But honestly, I feel like they were very sheltered as a child. I feel they were overprotected. And it's very kind of strange here because feminine, I feel like you're a little bit overprotective. And they were like, as a child, their mother was like very overprotective. So I think that there's some lessons there that you're learning from each other about those specific things. Okay, let's get a card here. Okay, so we definitely have this masculine not knowing how to express themselves. They still don't know how to express themselves. And when they feel sad, when they feel upset, when they feel emotionally hurt, like whenever they want to cry, they don't know what to do. Instead, they feel anxious because they were taught not to cry, as well as being like overprotected. They were taught not to express sadness, so they don't express sadness. That's why they have this blank stare, staring at the karmic, like looking right through them. They don't know how to express sadness. Instead, they get anxious and they're unaware of what to do about it. I think this masculine doesn't feel fully confident with who they are. Okay, that's what I'm seeing. They don't feel confident with who they truly are. And so they have some worries about stepping out into the unknown, experience something new. Feminine, you're very stable and confident in who you are. I could see that. But this masculine, their whole experience of life has been a repeat over and over and over again. So they've created this false sense of stability in who they are. So when they walk outside of that, they feel lost. They feel everything they know is crashing down around them. And, you know, part of stepping into this unknown is learning how to express their emotions for them. And this masculine could be struggling with anxiety. The reason why they're struggling with anxiety is because they're not expressing themselves, and vice versa for you, feminine. Try it. Try expressing yourself. See if you still feel anxious afterwards. All right, so what is this masculine's intentions right now at this point with their divine feminine? All right, we have the Magician. So this is actually a beautiful card for this reading. We have more Aries here. Could also be Aquarius. So the Magician here, you could see that they're working astrally. It did come out in reverse. All right, it did come out in reverse. The Magician is about alchemy. It's about breaking old patterns. Okay, it's about working to create something new, a new you. Okay, and that's why the infinity sign is here. It's about breaking old patterns. So that's what this masculine has to do. Okay, with the Magician in reverse, they feel like they're not quite ready. They're not quite ready. All right, that's how they feel. But this is just their insecurity speaking. As a matter of fact, they are ready to take that step. Okay, so I feel with the Magician in reverse, this is really a delay. We got cycles, what I tell you, breaking old patterns, breaking old cycles. They feel like they're not ready because this is the life that they have known, the them that they have known since they were a child. They have never known how to be anything or anyone else. They have never known how to live any way else. But this is truly becoming who they are. Becoming free of expectations that others have on you. Opening your mind that there's more to life than what you've already experienced over and over. So this is breaking that cycle. So what are the actions that they are feeling drawn to take towards their feminine? We have Four of Wands, twin flame energy. It did come out in reverse. So this is union. Okay, they do want union. They want that in their soul. We got the Three and the Four of Wands. So they feel like they want that in the future. Okay, but this is someone who is telling themselves they're not ready because they are insecure. because they are afraid of rejection, because they are afraid of not following the same old expectation that they always had. So this is breaking free of those expectations. That is so important for this masculine to do for this union. And they're learning it, okay? With the Magician in reverse, they haven't quite got it completely down, but they are learning. And if they weren't learning, the Magician would not be here, okay? We have Solitude. It did come out in reverse, so they have been alone. They have felt alone in this relationship, in the karmic relationship. They have felt alone. And they're tired of feeling alone, okay? They're aware of that. So yeah, there's a commitment between them and the karmic, but during the whole commitment, they have felt utterly alone without their twin flame. And so the actions they want to take is reconcile with their twin flame. They want a commitment with their twin flame. They don't want to be alone anymore. Finally, they want to be with someone who is their other half, who they feel their presence even when they're not with them. That's how not alone they feel when they're with their twin flame. Okay, but there's still some work that needs to be done for this masculine, the insecurity. If you were to come into union right now, their insecurity might just tear it apart very quickly. It might hurt even worse than not coming into union. It could destroy the union. So that's why it's so important to have patience. That's why it's so important to do that work. Okay. So let's go ahead and get some advice, okay, on how to go about dealing with this connection, this relationship. Okay. So again, we have patience. Spirit's like, it's very important to have patience in this connection. Okay. I know that you don't want to hear that, but there's no point in being in denial about that. Okay. Detach with love to clearly see the truth that it's going to take a little bit of patience here. All right. But it doesn't mean that it's going to be so hard, right? You could still find time to laugh. You could still find time to goof off, enjoy yourself during this time, okay? Because when you do come together, you're going to have a mission to fulfill. So again, just enjoy this time right now, all right? That's a message from Spirit. So let's go ahead and get into the karmic reading. We do have the mutual energy here. Let's go ahead and start pulling the thoughts, okay, the emotions that the divine masculine has towards the karmic partner. Spirit, please reveal to me, show me the thoughts this masculine has towards the karmic. Four of Swords. Look at that. They're curled up in a little nest. The nest represents the home. They probably share a home or a house with this karmic. There's a heart that they're cuddled up with. They don't look very comfortable, right? It looks like they have like these needles all around them or like thorns, right? And so it doesn't look comfortable. They look like they've been scraped by them. And they have a little heart that they're sleeping next to, that they're finding comfort from. Okay. I feel like this masculine does a lot of housework. I have to say, I'm getting that. They do a lot of like housework or repairs on homes. So this is a masculine that the karmic relationship is draining them. Okay, it's draining them. And I think that they barely have enough time to rest in this connection. So there's something about the connection where the karmic literally has this masculine busy like all of the time. They barely have time to rest. This is also anxiety. Anxiety from not expressing themselves because their heart, they have it here, outside of themselves, not in their chest. The heart also represents their divine feminine that is always with them. Even if they're not with them physically, they are with them spiritually. Always. So you are already in union. Believe that. Okay? And this is proof. So they're finding comfort from that energy. They're finding comfort through the visualizations, through the thoughts, through the astral connections. It comforts them. It soothes their soul. Let's get another clarifier for this masculine's thoughts towards the karmic. We have Gemini energy here. Yeah, it's the vibrations of their twin flame, the energy of their twin flame who is meditating, who is sending them healing energy. The Four of Swords is about healing. So they are getting that energy, okay? It is helping them to heal. It is helping them to get more rest, which they really desperately need, I feel. But that energy that you're sending them, those visualizations, it is a comfort to them in their time of need and their time of stress. And it is holding them. It is cradling them. It is healing them at their soul level. So what is their emotions towards the karmic? What is their emotions towards the karmic? First, we have Judgment here. They feel that their soul has been trapped. Notice how she's looking upwards. Okay, there's astral energy all around her. There's magic around her. And she's looking up and she's setting her heart free. She's setting her spirit free. Okay, so they realize, and look, here's the devil with Judgment. They realize that their soul has been trapped. Their spirit has been trapped with this karmic. So they feel their heart and their spirit has been trapped, and they wish to set their spirit free, is what I'm getting here. Free from this karmic relationship. I feel this karmic is extremely controlling. Very controlling with the devil here, Capricorn energy. This masculine is afraid of judgment. They are afraid of the ways that people would judge them if they were to leave this karmic. I feel like, yeah, it's like they've always dated the same type of person, the same woman over and over again to fulfill everyone's expectations about who they should be with, right? And it's like, I think they're afraid of what people would say if they were to break up with this karmic, to leave this karmic. And that's just fear speaking to them. Fear is coming out as the devil. The karmic relationship is coming out as the devil. So they feel like their heart has been trapped here. Their spirit's been trapped in this relationship. And yeah, it is the divine feminine who has been opening up their mind, opening up their heart, opening up their spirit, right? And so they wish to be set free from being trapped with this karmic. Let's get another card here. Look at that. That just flipped over. Release. They want to be released from this connection. Okay. That is what they want in their heart. Their heart is telling them, release yourself. Let go of it. Free your spirit. Free your heart. Okay, who cares about what other people think? Who cares about what the karmic thinks? We're going to get a codependent card to go along with this. Shame. Okay, so they're worried about what everyone will say about them. They're worried about the lies the karmic will tell should they leave them. The truth is they haven't really felt good about themselves, okay? It's that insecurity coming out. All right, so they haven't felt good about themselves. So, excuse me. So they tell themselves they deserve this karmic relationship, that this is the relationship they deserve, that they expect, and that others expect of them. That is their insecurity speaking, and that insecurity needs to be released as well. So how can they begin to release these insecurities? Let's get a card of advice here. We got soulmate. Okay, first of all, that spirit is saying in order, to begin to release your insecurities, first of all, you need to realize you don't need this karmic to love you. You don't need anyone else to love you. You don't need them to accept you. You don't need their respect. Okay? You don't. So I know that you're trying so hard to get people to love you, accept you, respect you by fulfilling all of their expectations. But there's someone out there who already loves you, who already accepts you for who you are, who already accepts you for who you aren't, who already respects you unconditionally. There's no conditions to this. And this is your soulmate. And while you're out there trying to get everyone else to love and accept and respect you, you're disrespecting your soulmate. You're being unaccepting of them. And so you could start there, okay, with beginning there, that you don't actually need all these people to accept you and your life choices. You don't actually need them to love you. There's going to be people in this world that aren't going to love you. There's actually probably going to be people in this world that hate you, right? And we have to be okay with that. We have to be okay with there's a lot of people in this world and they're not all going to love us. We don't need their acceptance, right? This masculine, they don't have to live their life accordingly to everyone else's expectations, because at the end of the day, there's one person's expectations for your life that matters, and that's you. No one else. So that's where they could start, okay, with soulmate. You could start with just the thought, the feeling, and the knowledge, the wisdom that your soulmate actually already loves you. They already accept you and respect you, even though you have made a lot of bad choices, because it's unconditional. So how's that for the expectations, right? Okay, so let's keep going. So yeah, start there. And you know what? This here is an absolutely beautiful place to start on your healing journey, okay? On your healing journey of loving yourself, accepting yourself, respecting yourself unconditionally. Because if someone else can love you, accept you, respect you with no bounds, no conditions, surely you can love yourself. Surely you can accept your own expectations for your life over others. So that is where this masculine should start. Okay, so what is the masculine's intentions with the karmic? What do they really want from this karmic? What is it that they really want? What is it that they really want? Okay, we have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. All right, so I do feel like this karmic relationship, I feel they've been together for quite some time. Okay, is what the Knight of Pentacles is telling me. Okay, so I'm feeling like this could be like 10 years. I notice that there's 10 pentacles here. So at one point, this masculine thought they would have a family with this karmic. At one point, the karmic thought they would have a family with this masculine, that there would be a home. Okay, there would be a family. But they don't believe that anymore. This masculine doesn't want that anymore. It's 10 of Pentacles in reverse. They have dropped that idea. Okay, they want to free their heart, free their soul. And there's something about the connection with the karmic. When they think about a family, it's like that was only a dream for them. It was only a dream. Perhaps that's something the karmic does not want. Okay, but it's something they feel is not going to happen. And maybe they've realized they actually don't want it with this person. Their mind has been opened. They're searching for something more. Okay, so they realize this would actually be a trap for them, a trap for their soul's progress to continue with this karmic. Because they have just had their mind opened. They have just had their heart opened. They have just begun on their soul's journey. So honestly, committing to this karmic, having a family, having a home, all of that would really, really impede on their progress in this life. We have separation. So what do they want? They want to separate. Okay, if they're married, they want a divorce. If they are not married, they want to break up. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. They're ready to walk away, to release themselves. Okay, so let's get a card here to go along with that. I feel like this karmic uses them as like a workhorse. I don't know why I feel that, but I really feel that. Like they give them a ton of chores, like hard chores. I feel like they have to like renovate their home or something. Then I feel like they also have to like work a hard job. So I feel like this masculine works themselves to the bone. That's just what I'm feeling. So in their intention, they tell themselves, you know what? This situation has only gotten worse. Why are you continuing to stay? Why are you still putting time into this? Why are you still putting energy in this? You know it hasn't gotten better. Over the past few months, this masculine's wants, dreams of having a family, having a home with this karmic has crashed down around them. They no longer even want those things with this person. They're no longer even thinking about those things. Okay? This karmic keeps trying to bring up the conversation of family, the conversation of, maybe owning a home together, a family home, and this masculine gets distant. They start looking right through them. They do not listen to a word they say because this masculine has already made up their mind that they don't want this anymore. All right, so what is the actions that they are feeling led by spirit to take in regards to the karmic? Look at that. We got the Page of Swords. So with the Page of Swords, this is listen to yourself, listen to your ideas, listen to your intuition. Okay, stop ignoring it. We got the Knight of Cups. All right, to take that healing offer. To take that healing offer. And it's a healing journey towards themselves as well. Okay, it's a healing journey towards their feminine and towards themselves. With the Knight of Cups. Okay, this is also, hey, speak up, express yourself to this karmic, right? Let them know. All right, so dark night of the soul in reverse. They're coming out of a dark night of the soul. Okay, they're coming out of one. And you know what's going to really bring them out of it? A separation with the karmic. Okay, so I'm seeing over the next 4 weeks to 4 months, 4 months at the longest, 4 weeks at the shortest, okay? There will be a separation between this masculine in this reading and the karmic. By the way, I have Capricorn, I have Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. Okay, I have Gemini. Okay. So, once they leave this connection, I feel like they're going to be in dark night of the soul. Like they are trapped in dark night of the soul until they leave this connection. Once they leave this connection, their dark night of the soul starts to fade away, starts to be over. Okay, they start to learn to accept themselves. So I feel like there's something about this karmic to where it's like they try to fulfill their expectations to no avail. Okay, like this karmic is not happy with them. They're never happy with them. So let's take a look at the karmic energy. Oh, sorry about that. Spirit, please reveal to me, show me the karmic's thoughts towards this masculine. Okay. So we have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Family business is what it says on this card. Okay. So with the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, the karmic knows they don't want a family anymore with them. They know that they don't want to move forward with their plans. Okay. This karmic can feel it. All right. They can feel it. So that's on their mind. They're very conscious of that. They know that this masculine no longer wants that. This masculine is no longer giving them the attention, the time that they used to. Okay, so this karmic knows that something is off here. Let's get another card for the karmic. Thoughts towards the masculine. We got pause. Okay, so this karmic feels the separation coming. All right, they feel it coming on. They know that it's getting close. And I feel like they just try to keep this masculine's mind very occupied by having them do chores, by having them do all these different things. Like they treat him like a workhorse. Let's get another card here. We got, why are you making such poor decisions when you clearly know the consequences? So this karmic has made a lot of very poor decisions, especially around money. Okay. They know the consequences of the decisions that they made, but they didn't care. All right. They don't care about the consequences. And I feel like this karmic is being exposed in some way to this masculine. Okay. Like spirit is exposing this karmic with the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. What once looked like a very good idea now is looking like a dark night of the soul to this masculine. And that is the way that spirit is really exposing this karmic. Spirit, what are you exposing of this karmic? What are you exposing of this karmic? What are you exposing? All right, they are exposing this karmic's arrogance, okay? They are exposing this karmic's narrow-mindedness, because remember, this masculine has had their mind open, okay? They have an open mind. This karmic's the opposite. They're narrow-minded. They're closed-minded. They have a very limited outlook, a very limited perspective, and very limited thoughts, okay? They don't have a lot of thoughts going on upstairs, okay? And when you're very narrow-minded, you have less thoughts. You have less to think about because your mind isn't open to contemplate, other things. So you have your limited little outlook on life and your relationship and yourself, and you have your limited little perspective and your limited thoughts as well. And they believe that they are right all of the time. Okay, closed-minded. This is, I believe what I believe, okay, and my beliefs are right and yours are wrong, because they are arrogant also with their narrow-mindedness. So they believe they're always right, okay? So yeah, there's a very arrogant behavior here by the way of Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, again, for the karmic energy. So let's get another card. But yeah, Spirit's exposing their arrogance in some way, all right? So this could be something that they're saying publicly or privately to their masculine. Spirit is also exposing their narrow-mindedness, okay? And I do feel like this isn't just in their private life. This is like on a public scale. This karmic's being exposed for their arrogance and narrow-mindedness. So let's get another card here. Spirit, please reveal to me the emotions. What is in this karmic's heart? What is in this karmic's heart? What is in the karmic's heart? We have the 9 of Swords. Okay, so with the 9 of Swords here, this is a lot of anxiety that's going on in the emotions of this karmic. I feel because this karmic is so narrow-minded, like they have a lot of anxiety because of it. It's like whenever they are faced with something that doesn't go along with their very limited like belief or outlook on themselves or the world or the relationship, it gives them anxiety. Okay, it like they'll like start shaking. You know what I mean? Like that's how it is. And then their arrogance comes out. So they'll like start attacking people, attacking this masculine. That's why they just are very quiet, very blank. They'll stare right through them. They're not listening to a word they say because they have had their mind open to more than just what this karmic views, right? I also feel this karmic has a very hard time sleeping. It's like they let all these little things work them up so badly. And honestly, it is coming from their narrow-mindedness. Like things that they get upset about, they shouldn't get upset about. They're just upset about it because they're so narrow-minded, they can't see what the other person is talking about, or they don't see their perspective. So this masculine is experiencing just how narrow-minded this karmic is, just how limited their outlook is and their perspective and their thoughts are. Okay, so let's go ahead and get another card. And the karmic feels that from the masculine. They feel that. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. We got Spring. It did come out in reverse. So this energy is like, why don't anything ever happen for me the way that I want it to? Why doesn't anything ever, bloom for me? It's like a garden that never blooms. That's how the karmic sees their life. And honestly, I do feel like it's because they are so arrogant. They don't see that the way that they look at things is so like limited. So there's so much that they're missing. There's so much that they could learn that they are missing, okay, because of their own arrogance. All right, so yeah, and with Spring here, it's like they know this relationship is not doing well. It's not blooming. It's not blossoming the way that they thought it would. And there's a lot of fear over that. There's anxiety over that, nightmares over that, okay? So let's get a shadow card for the Nine of Swords. Let's clarify this anxiety. So they are emotionally overreacting to everything. Okay, emotionally overreacting to everything because they believe they know everything. They're very arrogant. They cannot accept other people, okay, for who they are. They cannot accept themselves, and that they cover that up with arrogance, okay? But yeah, that's essentially where it's stemming from. Refusing to accept yourself. They get very triggered easily. They overreact emotionally. Instead of just like thinking about whatever it is they're overreacting to, they're manipulative because they want to exert power over all the situations they're in and over other people. So it makes them feel powerful. And they believe, because they are so arrogant, that they know best. So they want to manipulate others, and they feel like it's okay because like they're the smartest, they know better. That's how they feel. This is why no one wants to be around them, but they're being exposed, okay, for this arrogance. They also manipulate this masculine by like using fear. Like they try to scare this masculine into not following like their own path or their purpose. So how do they try to scare this masculine? How do they try to scare this masculine? Okay, so it's like they play on this masculine's, it's like they play on that feeling they have about expectations and wanting to fulfill others' expectations. They know that this masculine cares about that. So they tell them, you're going to disappoint everyone, right? Like you're going to disappoint everyone and everyone's going to abandon you. This is what they tell them. Okay. To play on that fear. So they manipulate them. And like, even though that's ridiculous and no, you know, you shouldn't care if someone says that kind of stuff to you, it's like this masculine, it sinks in somewhere in some way. It does sink into their unconscious and it plays off their fears. Okay. As ridiculous as it might sound, you know, to us. So let's take a look at their real intentions. What is their real intentions with the masculine? We got the Tower. Okay. So I love storms, primordial, every bit of civilization gone, everything true coming out. All right. So with the Tower here, I think that there's going to be a Tower moment. And here's what's going to happen, because I see it so clearly. This karmic is going to let their anxiety get to them, okay? They are going to get triggered and fly off the handle. They are going to like completely emotionally overreact to this masculine, okay? And cause this huge Tower moment where, guess what? The truth is going to come out for this masculine. They're going to stand up. They're going to tell them, hey, I've wanted this to be over for quite some time, okay? That's when the separation will come in. That's when the separation will take place that we picked up. Okay. Scorpio energy, Aquarius energy here, by the way. But yeah, this truth is going to come out. All right. Everything is going to come out. And this karmic will be exposed for who they really are. All right, so let's clarify those intentions. Yeah, they want to fight with this masculine. They want to tower with this masculine. We got unawakened. So yeah, this karmic is completely unawakened towards the twin flame relationship. They're unawakened to the way this masculine truly feels. They just feel that this masculine is becoming distant, but they don't actually think that they want a separation. They're about to find out, though, is what I'm seeing here. They're about to find out. And I feel like this information is going to shock them. They're not going to be ready for it. Okay. All right, you don't have to lie to look good. So this karmic is going to lie to try to manipulate the situation when this truth comes out. What are they going to lie about? What are they going to lie about? So yeah, they're going to lie. They're going to say that they can change, right? That the masculine can change. Their relationship can change. Yeah, that's what I'm saying with clearing out old energy. But, you know, I just feel like when it's over, it's over. We have awakening. This masculine is awakening. So they will not go through the same pattern again. All right. So unawakened, cleansing, and then awakening. So yeah, this is part of their awakening. It's part of the masculine's awakening to go through this, okay? And to clear and cleanse himself of the energy of the karmic moving forward. That truth coming out in that intense moment of the tower, and with that truth, the awakening for the karmic and for the masculine, and the release, right? That release, the truth coming out, that is going to symbolize their full awakening, the oncoming of their full awakening when this happens. So what actions will the karmic take? 5 of Pentacles, all right? So this is rejection, being left out in the cold, all right? So I don't think they really have a choice in what actions they're going to be taking here, all right? Because this is separation. This masculine, I feel, when they do leave, there will be no contact. This karmic will not be able to contact them with 5 of Pentacles being here. Okay, so when it's over here, it's over. Taurus energy. All right, so we got self-worth. So yeah, I think that this is really going to damage their own self-worth is what I'm getting. All right, let's get another card to clarify it. Yeah, this is going to damage their self-worth. This karmic will become obsessed with them. All right, they're going to become obsessed with them because they do not value themselves. And I feel like they're so arrogant, they can't even stand the fact that someone broke up with them. Like they should have broke up with the masculine or something. Like they can't stand it that it happened that way. You know what I mean? Like that's what they're thinking. Yeah, they're obsessed. They're going to start writing him letters is what I'm seeing here. Like writing him letters because they keep telling themselves there's still hope. This is obsession. Okay. Let's get another card. Yeah, it's going to become like a compulsive behavior. This karmic's going to become obsessed with this masculine and like compulsively writing them letters about how they feel. And also I feel like some of them are going to be kind of crazy or like unhinged because they're like emotionally overreacting in the letters. And this is still just a way to control the situation and manipulate them back to them. Okay. So how is the masculine going to feel about that and feel about, you know, letters that they're getting from the karmic or not getting? Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, look, this came out with the karmic's thoughts, remember? So this masculine feels, listen, when I say I'm done, I'm done. When I walk away, I'm walking away. There will be no new beginning. There will be no way to manipulate this, okay? What's done is done. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So karmic being exposed for their arrogance, their closed-mindedness, their manipulation, and then obsessiveness, right? But what's done is done. Ace of Pentacles in reverse, no new beginning. And, you know, this masculine's going to tell them, I know this isn't the right path for me. I know this isn't the right relationship for me. That's why we have the Ace of Pentacles. Okay. All right, so let's close up this reading by getting some messages from this masculine to their divine feminine. What do they want to say to their feminine, heart to heart? Okay, so the message that they have from their to their divine feminine, I'm sorry, heart to heart, from their heart to yours, we got, will you ever make things right? Okay, so this is speaking about them. This is speaking about the situation, wondering if things can ever be put right between you. They definitely want to make things right between you, but they want to know if you'll accept that. If you also want to make things right between you, if you want to change things between you, they want you to know that since you've last been together, they've been patiently waiting to hear from you again, to see you again, to make things right again. They also want you to know they miss you. They miss being with you, and that the separation between you really broke their heart. Okay? It really broke their heart, and that they've missed you every day since that separation. And since that separation, they've been waiting patiently to try to make things right with you. Okay? So that's a reading that I have for you. Oh, let's get a couple cards. What do they want to say to the karmic heart to heart? Let's just see what we get here. We have, I don't trust you. So they want to tell the karmic, listen, I really don't trust you anymore. I have no reason to trust you anymore. Okay, you're manipulative. Yeah, they're like, I see you now. You're exposed. You're so easy to see through. There's no way I can ever trust you again. Okay, that's what they want to say to the karmic. And then they want to tell the karmic, you did not break me the way you tried to. You tried to work me down to the bone. You tried to make me be your workhorse. You tried to break me, but you did not. You're so easy to see through. And now I know I can never trust you again. That's what they want the karmic to know. Okay. So, wow. That's the reading that I have for you. Thank you so much for watching again. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you're not subscribed. If you'd like to share the reading, feel inclined to do so. That's perfectly fine too. And if it resonated with you, or if you just enjoyed it, if you just enjoyed listening, let me know in the comments down below. And I will talk to you later. Bye.